Have you ever wondered why your dog insists on pressing against you at night? Out of all the soft, cozy places in your home, why do they always choose you? At first, it feels sweet, comforting, maybe even a little funny. But what if I told you that this small, almost invisible habit carries a secret? That every sigh, every nudge, every quiet moment of closeness is actually your dog speaking to you in a language written thousands of years ago. Tonight, we're going to uncover what your dog is really saying when they press against you, and by the end, you may never look at them the same way again. It's late evening, the lights are dim, you've had a long day, emails, errands, endless little tasks. Finally, you crawl into bed, searching for that pocket of quiet the world rarely gives you. And then you hear it. Soft paws against the floor, the gentle thump of a tail brushing the wall, a nose nudging the blankets. Your dog has arrived. Without hesitation, they climb up beside you. They circle once, twice, and then make their choice. Not the open corner, not the foot of the bed, but right against you. Their body pressed along your side, their head resting against your chest, sometimes so close you can feel the rhythm of their heartbeat. You smile, maybe you chuckle, maybe you whisper a good night and scratch behind their ears. To you, it's a ritual, a nightly comfort. But here's what makes this so powerful. Even if you gave your dog the fluffiest, coziest, most expensive bed in the world, chances are they would still choose you. Why? That question has followed dog owners for centuries. And at first glance, the answer seems obvious. They love us. But as we'll soon discover, that's just the surface. Beneath that one simple truth lies a tangle of instincts, emotions, and unspoken promises that reach back to the dawn of the human-dog bond. Take Emma, for example. She's a young professional who adopted Max, a golden retriever, when he was just a puppy. From the very first night, Max refused to sleep in his designated bed. He would whimper, paw at the blankets, and cry until Emma finally let him up beside her. From that night forward, it became their unspoken rule. Max slept pressed against her. At first, Emma thought it was just a puppy thing, something he'd grow out of. But years later, Max, now 70 pounds of pure dog, still curls up against her every night, sighing like it's the most natural thing in the world. Why does he do this? She wondered. Is it just comfort? Is he spoiled? Or is there something I'm missing? Emma's question is the same one so many of us have asked. Think about your own dog. Maybe they climb up beside you on the couch, insisting their paw rests across your arm. Maybe they press their body against your leg when you sit at the kitchen table. Maybe they curl against your feet under your desk while you work. Or maybe they're the kind of dog who needs physical closeness to function, refusing to let you go to the bathroom without following, sitting against the door until you emerge. It's easy to laugh at these quirks, to see them as clingy or just silly dog habits. But as every behaviorist will tell you, dogs rarely do something without meaning. And sleeping pressed against you, their most vulnerable state, is loaded with it. Nighttime, in particular, is sacred for dogs. In the wild, sleep is the most dangerous time. It's when predators lurk. It's when the weak are exposed. To lie next to another creature during that time requires absolute trust. So when your dog chooses to press against you while sleeping, they're not just showing affection. They're exposing their truest feelings, the ones that can't be faked. This is why bedtime routines reveal so much about the human-dog bond. During the day, your dog may follow your commands, wag their tail, or beg for treats. But at night, when the world is quiet, they show you who they really are, and more importantly, what you mean to them. And here's where things start to get interesting. Pressing against you at night isn't only about warmth. It isn't only about love. Each time they do it, your dog is acting out a series of instincts written into their DNA. Some of those instincts go back to wolf packs huddled together in caves for survival. Others come from emotional needs: comfort, stress relief, reassurance. And still others reveal a level of loyalty and protection most of us don't even realize. Rescue dogs show this most clearly. Many refuse to sleep near their owners at first, haunted by fear and mistrust. But the moment they finally press themselves against their human, that's not just progress. That's a breakthrough. It's the moment they're saying, "You are safe. I am safe. And we are family." Or think of an older dog, stiff with age, who still drags their body across the bed just to rest against you. That effort, that choice is telling you something powerful. This closeness is worth every ounce of my strength. So tonight, as we dive deeper into this simple but profound behavior, keep one thing in mind. Your dog isn't just cuddling you. They're speaking to you. They're using the only language they have to express their most important message. And in the next part of this story, we're going to uncover what those messages are. From survival instincts to bonding rituals, from comfort to protection, we'll peel back every layer until we arrive at the hidden truth, the one that will make you look at your sleeping dog in a way you never have before. Because sometimes the smallest gestures carry the loudest meanings. And sometimes the weight of a dog pressed against your side at night is more than just comfort. It is love. It is loyalty. And it may just be the oldest promise dogs have ever made to us. When we see a dog pressed close against us at night, it looks simple, sweet, affectionate, comforting. But underneath that moment, there are layers of meaning. Think of it like a puzzle. Each piece reveals something different about your dog's instincts and emotions. And to really understand why your dog sleeps this well, we need to look at each piece: safety, bonding, comfort, protection, and routine. Together, they tell a story that goes far beyond just cuddling. Thousands of years ago, wolves lived by one unshakable law. Survival depended on the pack. Wolves slept close together because it kept them warm, hidden, and safe. This instinct never left. Even though your bedroom has no predators, your dog still carries that code. By pressing against you, they are reenacting an ancient ritual. To them, you are not just a person, you are their pack. Take Sarah, who adopted a husky mix named Luna. At first, Luna was terrified of everything: cars, sudden movements, even the hum of the refrigerator. She wouldn't come near Sarah's bed. But one night, after months of patience, Luna climbed onto the bed, pressed against Sarah's legs, and slept. From then on, she never went back to the corner. Dogs are creatures of connection. In the wild, closeness doesn't just mean safety, it means belonging. Every sigh in the dark is a silent reminder. You are mine, and I am yours. Think of the Labrador wedging himself between his owners at bedtime. The terrier who won't fall asleep until his head rests in the crook of your arm. It's not clinginess, it's loyalty. Bonding explains why dogs often pick one person at night. In households with multiple people, they rotate during the day, but when it comes time to sleep, they choose. And once chosen, that loyalty rarely fades. Yes, closeness is cozy, but comfort for dogs is emotional too. Dogs are emotional mirrors. They sense stress, heartbeat, even breathing. By pressing against you, they calm themselves, and often, they calm you. Mark, a veteran with nightmares, noticed this. His pit bull Rosie pressed against him tightly every night. He thought she was needy until he realized that on the worst nights, she pressed harder. She was grounding him. Science backs it up. Dogs sync their breathing and heart rate with their humans. That sigh you hear at night? It may be the sound of two nervous systems aligning. Dogs don't just love us, they guard us. Even in sleep, some lie against doors, others guard children's beds. Many curl against you, ready to act. Rex, a German shepherd, did this every night for years. His family thought it was sweet until a thunderstorm hit. Their daughters slept soundly while Rex never moved, pressed tight against her bed, as if shielding her from the storm itself. That's not a quirk, that's devotion. And dogs are creatures of ritual. Once they discover the comfort of pressing close, it becomes their rhythm. And routines equal security. This is why many dogs grow restless if suddenly barred from the bed. To them, closeness isn't optional, it's identity. It's how the day ends, how life makes sense. So far, we've uncovered 5 reasons: survival instinct, belonging, emotional comfort, protection, routine. Each is powerful. Each explains part of the story. And yet, something is missing. Because all of these reasons describe what dogs get from us, but the final truth reveals what they give to us. Sleep is the most vulnerable state for any animal. To press against another creature in that moment is to surrender completely. And yet, at the same time, it is also a position of defense. That paradox, trust and defense, surrender and guardianship, lives on in our dogs. When your dog curls against your side, They are both vulnerable and vigilant. They rest in your safety, but they also place themselves where they can protect you best. Bella, the rescue shepherd, once too scared to come close, finally pressed her back against her owner. It wasn't just comfort, it was a vow. Emma's retriever Max, his trainer, put it perfectly. He's giving you his shield. Every sigh, every nudge, every paw draped over you, it's not random. It's a whisper. You are my family. You are my world. And I will keep you safe. Even science confirms it. Dogs remain alert in their sleep, ears twitching, breathing shifting at unusual sounds. Pressing against you puts them where they can respond first. This is the hidden truth. Dogs aren't just seeking comfort. They're offering protection. They are silently choosing to be your guardian, even in dreams. And yet, there's one more layer. Because pressing against you isn't only about this moment. Sometimes it carries a message you'll hold on to for the rest of your life. Now we see the bigger picture. Pressing close isn't random. It's a language, a nightly ritual that says, I trust you, I love you, I'll guard you. It's easy to overlook, to laugh at the blanket hogging, the awkward sleeping positions. But these little habits are the love letters of dogs. They're silent poetry. Daisy, the rescue who avoided the bed for months, eventually pressed against her new owner every night. Years later, her family realized those nights weren't just routine, they were her way of saying thank you, of saying you are my safe place. That's the legacy these small acts leave. When the hardest goodbye comes, we don't remember the big things, we remember the quiet ones. The paw against your hand, the warmth at your side, the trust that never wavered. So tonight, when your dog presses close, pause. Feel their heartbeat, their trust, their gift. Because that's what it is, a gift passed down through generations. From wolves in caves to dogs in our beds. A promise that love doesn't need words. And maybe that's the message our dogs leave us with. That love doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes it's as simple as the weight of a head on your lap, or the warmth of a body pressed close in the dark. Because in the end, our dogs may never speak our language, but they've been telling us everything all along. So let me leave you with this question. The next time your dog presses against you, will you see it as just a habit, or as the silent promise it truly is? Share your story in the comments, because every dog has their own way of saying I am yours forever.